Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 63 of FTB Interactions, where I, am making a fluorine chicken. Look at that. So between episodes I did a bunch of crafting. I just want to let you know where I wound up. So rare earths you can get from pulverizing purified redstone. Rare earth. Chance. Purified redstone comes from an ore washer with crushed redstone ore, which we know how to make, right? So ore washing plant, universal macerator, made HV versions of these guys so that I could pull that off. Because the HV version of the macerator is the first time you get more than one output, right? So MV macerator, 1 output, HV macerator, 3 outputs. So if you have a resource that has the potential to spawn extra resources like the rare earths, you need an HV tier in order to have access to them, right? And that's that. So rare earths, pretty straightforward. Fluorine itself, I centrifuged topaz dust to get, and that got me the fluorine. And then the only other thing we needed was biotite. The way I figured out how to make this stuff was I electrolyzed black granite dust, which you can get from pulverizing granite. Cool. So that's how you get yourself a fluorine chicken. So now we should have a fluorine chicken. Hooray! Quest complete. So guess what time it is? It's breeding time. 10, 10, 10, please. Give me the good chicken. Good chicken, please. And we'll be back in a sec once I do that so we can start off this episode properly. So back in just a moment. All right, I was just getting a little bit low on chrome dust, so I needed to get some more ruby cooking. But now, in theory, I should be able to request this centrifuge, an HV tier centrifuge, as soon as the chrome dust decides to recognize that it's available. Might need to wait a few more minutes. Quest completed. Spinny, go fast. That's me. All right, signalum cable. So we've got the centrifuge now. So this guy, as a reminder, is going to be used to combine or to create the hydrofluoric acid, hydrogen and fluorine. Actually, wait, no, we need to hold on. We want to boop that over to here one. Hang on. You're going to actually go here because hydrofluoric acid is going to be needed, and this is making fluorine, right? So we want you. And then while we're here, let's get the hydrofluoric acid maker, which is going to be a chemical reactor HV. So another one of these guys, please. Hooray! Cool, cool, cool. All right, so you're going to come here, buddy. Boy, is that a lot of doubled up. I should really reclaim some of that stuff. But the centrifuge here, right? Let's try the old everybody keeps telling me to do this, right? So that should make the fluids go that way? Maybe? Maybe? I guess. I should really get more pumps. Because I do love my pumps. I like doing it the pump way. Because I think this stuff is actually, when we make the fluorine from this, it's going to make calcium dust. And we'll have to see if that dumps the calcium dust also into the adjacent inventory. I guess we'll find out. And if it does, then we don't want that to happen, right? Toggle view fluids, auto fluid output enabled, auto output disabled. Okay, cool. So that should make you output fluids, right? That should be cool. And how are we for chassis pipes? Can I have like 4 more of these guys? Thanks. That would be super. And you're ready to craft this guy. So here's your chemical reactor Mark II, right? So this guy is going to turn chlorine and hydrogen into hydrofluoric acid. That's going to get mixed with the chloroform to make tetrafluoroethylene. Cool? Cool. I think that's cool. Boy, it's I'm keeping a lot of things straight here. I mean, just barely. But we're gonna need more of these Mark I chassis for sure. How are you guys doing making them? Pretty good, pretty good. Almost got a 4th one ready for me. Good enough. Because you're gonna need to extract the junk that you make, And I haven't decided how you're going to work yet. You will probably want a fluid supplier. Keep fluids in stock, right? Supply fluids. Yes? Maybe. Actually, no. You're going to be a fluid provider. Yes, you're going to provide the tetrafluoroethylene. Cool. So you're going to need a fluid supplier for hydrogen, because we're making hydrofluoric acid, which is hydrogen and fluorine. So the fluorine you're getting from here, and the hydrogen you're going to get from here. So hydrogen bucket, 10 partial yes. Perfect. Works for me. Close enough. There you go, 10. Nice. All right, cool. And then you are going to active supplier module. Fluorite enriched eggs, 64. And we should see them coming from our fluorine chicken that we made. Sweet. Whee! Cool. And then you're making fluorine over here. Perfect. Now you're going to also need a quicksort module, probably. Yeah, that would probably be the best one to use here. To extract the tiny piles of calcium dust. Oh, do you already have a place for them to go? I guess you do. Tiny piles of calcium dust have a home. Hey, look, hydrofluoric acid. Beautiful. Now, you, in theory... Didn't we tell you to, like... Okay, you should be wrench this side, and then you should auto-eject fluids into here, which is now combining that. Beautiful. So there you go. So now we've got chloroform happening, which methane is just taking its sweet time, or what? You're out of power? No, that can't be true. You are out of power. Where is all my MV power going? I mean, granted, I was doing some ruby dust work, but am I really that low on MV? No-ish. I shouldn't have that many MV lines running, right? Not that many things running on my MV lines, I hope. I don't think so. If I need to do something about this, I will. But yeah, you're very funny with you being out of power. I don't understand why you'd be so out of power. You super shouldn't be. But it seems like you are, right? Yeah, everything along here is out of power. Am I using all 4 MV line things consistently? I could be. I could be. We're going to want to... No, I should have 16 MV things, shouldn't I? Yeah, no, we should be fine in terms of MV power. Yeah, how could you possibly... We have plenty of battery buffers, and you're using 4x manasteel cables, which is 16 amperage. So there's like no way I have 16 MV machines active at the moment. Why are you out of power, sir? I guess that's a reason right there. That would be a reason to be out of power. Yeah, would you look at that? Okay, we are out of power because somebody broke a mana line. Well, that's cool. I'm not sure. It was probably me. And I only say that because I'm the only one playing on this world. Can't prove anything. Boop. Now everybody happy again? Yes! Power restored. All right. So now we are once again producing methane, which will be piped over to our chloroform maker, which will make chlorine and methane a thing, and then you're making the stuff. And now we've got tetrafluoroethylene. Hooray! The only thing we have to do now is diluted hydrochloric acid should get an extract into the junk bin. We should be voiding that. So let's ender fluid conduit you with a filter, if I may. Yes, I have one. Cool. You guys can get sorted for a minute because we didn't wind up needing you. So this filter will not be methane, but diluted hydrochloric acid, whitelist, okay? And then you here with this dude, filtered whitelist, diluted hydrochloric acid, extract always active, not insert, and goodbye diluted hydrochloric acid. You are doing tetrafluoroethylene. Sweet. Now, I don't think I can tell you that but you should be fine to provide tetrafluoroethylene, hopefully. Now, the last component here is going to be the polytetrafluoroethylene, right? Polytetrafluoroethylene, which is going to be the tetrafluoroethylene plus air equals 144, or plus oxygen equals 216. So if we bothered to get oxygen, which we do have oxygen, remember, on demand, we might as well just use oxygen. It'll get us a little bit more. If we mixed it with titanium tetrachloride, we'd get a lot more. But I don't know that that's worth it. I mean, because I don't have titanium tetrafluoride. And yes, so oxygen plus tetrafluoroethylene will be our polytetrafluoroethylene in another HV reactor, which is going to go right here. So let's get another HV reactor, and that should be cool. That's what this is, right? HV chemical reactor? Yes, another, please. With another signalum cable, and then how are we for fluid pipes? Provider pipe, yes. We're going to want 2 fluid. Let's get like 4 of you, and suppliers as well. Missing 5 redstone. Again? I mean, I've got a lot of redstone that I just processed. I just have been lazy about cleaning it. It's amazing how much redstone you go through. Let me tell you. Fluid, supplier. We want those as a priority. And then the providers, sure, why not? 4 logistics programmer? What now? Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Is that? Yes, that should not be there. Right, because remember last episode, I think it was, I re-imported that guy as a test. Yes. So fluid providers 4, and hopefully the changes that I made earlier will work. All right, back in a few when that's all sorted and done. But there's your supplier. That's cool. Are you ready? Okay, no. You know what? We won't come back in a minute. I will get this machine placed down. Boop. Cool. All right. So you're going to be... Did you get me another... There's some providers. That's nice. I appreciate you. There's another supplier. Perfect. So supplier will go here. But I don't want you to actually connect to that guy. So let's tell you, I guess, that you do that. Yeah, that works. Though he does still have some semblance of a connection there. Hopefully, let's use the blocking card thingy that we learned about previously. So that would be you, just to make sure that you don't get all confuzzled. Because confuzzling happens sometimes, right? Boop. Thank you. Okay. And then a unrouted here. Should be cool. Right. So you're going to supply... one's going to be oxygen and one's going to be tetrafluoroethylene. Tetrafluoroethylene. 4,000. Partial yes. So you should grab all the tetrafluoroethylene that exists. Sweet. He's working on more, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. And remember, this is all kind of like meant to be a, you know, keep in stock kind of situation. So we'll be fine. It just needs to build up its buffer, and then it'll be cool, right? And then you, sir, can have some oxygen going on. And hopefully you don't get super confused. Partial yes. Hook me up with some oxygen, please. Like I said, these machines get a little bit fuzzy when you try to put fluids in like this. But, hey, it worked. Beautiful. So oxygen and tetrafluoroethylene should be making polytetrafluoroethylene if I get a program circuit of 0. So then we just, you know what, I can snag it right out of here, can I? Yes. Look at that. And remember to do that. And then this. And then, hey, polytetrafluoroethylene is complete. And then provider pipe, boop. And then unrouted pipe, boop. And now we've got polytetrafluoroethylene available to the network. How cool is that? I am quite pleased with that situation that we find ourselves in. What do you guys think? Oh man, to make a covered cable requires 2 millibuckets of polytetrafluoroethylene. I think we'll be fine. I'm thinking, though, I might want this assembler to be different from this one. Only because, I don't know, we'll see. Do you have a fluidy thing yet? What? Your circuit 2. It needs to be 0 or 24, apparently. Yeah, maybe I'll make another one of these. Yeah, so let me get another MV assembler. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that MV assembler crafted. It's work in progressing right now. Lots of things to make happen. Then I'm going to, let's see, what do I need? We got a lot of this covered, right? We need to get into the stellar alloy dust. We'll look at that together. Flux crystals are done. This guy's done. This guy's, I have to add to the auto craft thing, but I need a couple crafting monitors and a couple energy acceptors, which look easy enough. And the stellar alloy dust and the energy cells that look easy enough. I will add those to the to-do list. And we also have to look at engineering processors, which need hydrochloric acid. Is that the thing that I'm storing down here in the tank? Because that would be cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Sweet. I should upgrade that guy with kits, shouldn't I? So that he stores more of that stuff before he voids it. But that's cool. That's cool, right? I think that's sweet. All right, so let me do this. Give me a few minutes off camera. I'm going to craft a lot of these things that I need, and then we'll come back, and together we'll probably get the processors going and the stellar alloy dust, because I have to figure out how that stuff works. I assume that I use the star dust stuff from Astral that I got, but we'll find out when I get back. All right, guys, making progress. Just want to show you some of the stuff I'm working on off camera here, because you've seen enough of this, right? But I made my Skystone lens, very easy Skystone plate in a lathe. Block of Skystone, which we've got from the satellite dude, the space station. So we've got that in there. I've added crafting modules for each of these components because basically printed silicon is a silicon wafer with Skystone lens, right? This guy's a diamond plate with Skystone lens. You can probably already see the pattern, gold plate, etc. The only one that's a little bit wonky is the printed. This one needs pure Certus quartz crystal. I'll probably have to set up that phytogenic insulator I made with automation, but we'll get to that eventually. We'll do it, just not yet. We'll see if I can get away with not doing it, because I really want to get the ME controller up and running if I can. So that stuff's automated. I went to do this one, and we were getting low here on slots, so I'm going to transition this guy into the crafting manager method. So hopefully that will be done crafting in a moment or two. We can get that transitioned over. And then I should probably, he's going to need a fluid pipe too if we're going to do these guys here, because they need hydrochloric acid. I also hooked up hydrochloric acid down here. We have a decent emit, and in there the provider module is already on it. It's underneath. I put the provider module under the water, way underground there. So that's cool too. Good times. You're done crafting manager, so that's nice. So you can probably just chill here. I like these being here. I understand that they don't actually need to be attached to anything. I know that, but I just kind of like them being like where they are, right? I think that's a cool way of doing it. So that's what we're going to stick with. So you're going to be the result pipe here, and we will call you HV assembler. And you're going to turn into a satellite pipe for HV assembler. Is that how we have them all? Yeah. Cool. And then you can be HV assembler for satellite and HV assembler for this. And we will put each of these guys in here. We had 4 already. We're going to have more now. And then we're going to have to get the fluid satelliting in. Oh, though, come to think of it, can we do fluid crafting with these? I don't even know. I don't know if I've ever even tried that. We've got 3 more upgrades. These are still the item speed upgrades I was given from that quest that I originally completed. But you think we can, like, attach these guys to the, whatchamacallits? I don't even know. I don't even know if this will work. Can I put module this dude on this guy? I have no idea. If I do that, will that allow me to then... Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. So this might not be the right course of action then. So I think what I'm going to actually do is let's oh, wow, I have a lot of these guys in my inventory. Really need to clean up my inventory for a sec. Let's get all this back. Let's basically undo what I did. We will probably want a dedicated crafter for this because he's gonna need to be a fluid crafting, and I don't think we can do the fluid crafting with... See, all this stuff goes back now, right? I don't think we can do fluid crafting with the crafting manager thing, right? So what we'll do is we'll set up another HV assembler over there. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds cool. HV assembly machine. Yeah, you can be dedicated to... There we go. We'll let that craft. Your job will be that. Now, while we're here, we should probably look at item speed upgrades because I assume these guys are craftable. One of these guys is hopefully craftable. Yeah, I know they all chisel, right? I know they all do that. But I would need to find the how do you actually make these things? Like, they must have an actual recipe, right? Aside from just chiseling into each other. Here we go. There it is. These module upgrades. Don't look too bad. I can teach that how to happen. Alright guys, we are back, and I'm about to break this, so I can put that here, so we can put that there, and you're going to keep water in stock. And as usual, the moment I press record, it starts raining. Hasn't been raining for an hour. I've been doing all this off-camera work. And then I'm like, oh, time to record. Oh, look, rain. Oh, look, rain. I think we want that to be that, so that we can chassis pipe it, I believe. I think so. I think that's what we want. Do we have extra chassis? We might have extra chassis. I know I made a bunch. Yeah, no, we've got some. Cool. I'm currently probably not able to sleep, because that is of course the situation we find ourselves in, but that's okay. You, sir, are going to do something like this. A little bit dire wiry, I ain't gonna lie. I'm well aware that that is the case, but gets the job done, yes? I'd say so. Because we need to get pure Certus quartz. Remember I put that off? That is a thing we're going to need. So we're going to get one of those for one glowstone and one Certus quartz seed. So Certus quartz seed and glowstone. Boy, it's really nice being able to do that, right? I think it's really nice being able to do that. Now can I request you one Certus quartz seed? So that is going to need to be manually crafted? Yes. Certus quartz dust downstairs. So I think we've got... Remember I made a couple of these earlier? I made like 10 of them. I think that was on camera. At this point, I'm completely losing track of what I've done on camera and not. I'm trying to, like, do interesting things on camera and then also, like, not do too much off camera? Does that make sense? Alright. So now you should be able to be all... 1, 2, 3. And that should be groovy, right? So hopefully the phytogenic insulator works in the way that I think it will. I think it will. Yes, I think in this mode it means don't do too much regarding input and output. Just, you know, do whatever, right? Now you, sir, partial yes, you've got a buffer of 8. So you should be keeping water stocked. You should not be having... Okay, good. Now you're cooking. Beautiful. And a little tick accelerating hurts nobody. And yes, see how it was able to extract that? Beautiful. And we've got lots of automation happening here. I think we're really close to being able to do some stuff. I taught this guy how to make stellar alloy dust. Stellar alloy dust is now automated. I did that off camera. It is Fluix dust, which we've already automated. Infinity dust, remember we automated that a while ago. Star dust, which we now have access to because of the stuff. And crushed black quartz, which we also now have access to because of the moon, right? And one energized glowstone melted in an adjacent fluid extractor. Cool. And then smelting that stuff is pretty straightforward. We also have that happening automatically. It's just Hellfire Forge downstairs. Not a big deal. Hey, level emitters. Sweet. I think I only needed 2 of those to be fair, but whatever. Doesn't hurt. So now I can do 1, 2 of these for the ME storage monitor. And that means I can make crafting monitors. I made this stuff manually. It is not hard. This guy is stellar alloy plates, which I automated. It's just the standard plate recipe. 4 dense smart cables, you know these things are pretty easy. It's just that, and we already automated this. You saw me make that happen. And one of these guys, which we have, and some redstone, right, and an assembler. So I made that by hand in the HV assembler over there. Not a big deal. So that's cool beans. So now if we look at what we've got here, I've got, and I need, right, for the ME controller, we need some cables. Check. We totally have some cables available. Oh, I happen to have 12, actually, so that's nice. But those are auto-crafting, because we're going to obviously want them to auto-craft, right? Can I sleep through this annoying rain yet? I suspect that I can. See all the crafting I've been doing? All the craftings! All of it! All of it! There's a lot. All in the name of making this entertaining for you guys, which I hope it is, because it's a lot of off-camera work. More than I'm used to doing. Stellar alloy blocks can be made in a compressor. So let's go add that recipe to a compressor back here. I think we've got one way in the back. Way in the back, Mr. Compressor. Stellar alloy blocks. So for this guy, it needs to be this one, the Greg Tech Community Edition Stellar Alloy Block. And what we make in the smelter downstairs is, let's see, 9 of these, is the Enderio ones, just as an FYI. Don't mix those 2 up in the outputs. So I should be able to request 1 stellar alloy block, and that should happen no problem. And like I said, it just, you know, dumps the glowstone in here, which we'll see happen briefly. There we go, glowstone coming in. And then the mixer's happening, right? And all that stuff works. So fully automated stellar alloy, which is cool. Which is cool. Very fancy, very excited. So we've got stystone, right? We've got cables. I just made this, this, and this. And I have one of these. I actually think we're ready to pull this off. Hold on, we can actually make this now? Okay. 8 blocks, please, of this. And once you've got your stellar alloy block here, which he's still crafting a few things for, apparently, we'll hopefully get there soon. I assume that everything's working correctly. I haven't exhaustively tested this, but I think it's all good. I think I had to turn this guy. Yeah, he's good. He made all his things, and yeah, look at that. So he should be compressing as we speak. Oh, see? See? It did the wrong one. See, he told me that he would compress into this guy, but that was a lie. He compresses into this guy. Can be used as beacon base. Today we learned. So as a reminder, if you want to fix the crafting derp, just log out and log back in. And the reason for that, and it's one of the things that is always, I mean, it's kind of a good thing, but also kind of a bad thing. Logistics Pipes doesn't remember things. So when you log out and log back in, it's like, nope, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I mean, are these convertible from one to the other? I hope it doesn't matter. I really hope that it doesn't matter. Because if it does matter, we're going to have a problem. But I suspect it won't matter. I hope it won't matter. I don't think it'll matter. It shouldn't matter. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, yeah, we have all the things that we need to make this right now. We are ready to go. So who says we do this? I do. Okay, so we're going to want the miniaturization fields that we made. For now, I'm going to stick this in the corner here because I just don't have a place for it. Or do I want to? Yeah, I could use this big open area. That sounds like a good plan. I like that idea. So let's see if I can remember. I shift right click you and it like tells me to do something like this. There you go. And then it's like, hey, please put a projector here and here. Invalid block and field, some stone. Is it too low? It might be too low. Not saying this is the permanent home of this thing, but we need to do some quick crafting, so I mean, it sounds cool. Hey, there we go. Sweet. That's neat. All right. So now with you ready to rock, let's build this multi-block structure, right? So it's going to be, it looks like 3 cables across the middle, and then, so like here, 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 what did you just, what? Here and here, with 3 cables across the middle, right? And energy acceptors, is that that and that? Yes. And then, no, not energy acceptors. Energy cells with energy acceptors on top of the cells. Okay. And then on top of that would be those things. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, with the energy acceptors here and there. That stuff, not energy acceptors, but you know what I mean. And this, and that, and that, and that. And is that everything? Well, we'll know if I toss this in and it works. Nothing happened. What did I do wrong? That's a good question. Let's look at the thingy bopper. Now it says AE2 cable and or bus. Use these to build the multi-block. So cable, I mean, does it have to be the covered cable? It doesn't really, doesn't super indicate. Am I missing? Oh, the stellar alloy block in the middle. That's what I forgot. Stellar alloy block in the middle. And still no good. I was forgetting something, and then it still didn't work. So what did I do wrong here? Do you think they have to be covered cables? Use these to build the multi-block. Cable and or bus. I mean, none of these have that tooltip of use these to build the multi-block. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong. Just for fun, I'm going to convert this stellar alloy block to the other kind, and I'm doing it on camera. So cheating in the GregTech version, deleting the EnderIO version. And then, and now do thing. Ah, that was it. All right, so wrong stellar alloy block was my problem. Okay. Oh, hey, and it gives me the cables back. That's cool. Quest complete. Look at that. Flip those channels. Quest complete. ME controller. Yay! Guys, we done did it. Look at that. Oh, we got some smart cables. We got the ME controllers as a reward. Applied Energistics, here I come. As a reminder, we can give this guy a lever to get rid of the rendering that happens there, and that's cool. And yeah, I now need to figure out how I was supposed to get this block of alloy, because that compressor recipe, I mean, it's the same thing, right? It's ore dictionaried, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to, if I need that again, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it the right way. But that was not cheating. Not cheating. They're ore dictionaried. It's the same thing. All right, so I'm going to say that's a good wrapping up point for the episode. We've got an ME controller, which is cool. How about between episodes? I'm probably going to teach an assembler how to make this. Doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I can make all those things. And then also I'm going to teach the system how to make this. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. I can do all these things, no problem. Yeah, super simple, super simple, super simple. So we'll get some 4K drives. we'll get some disk drives, and then next episode we'll come back and start sucking in all our stuff. 4K drives are probably the right way to go, I would say. That's generally what I do. I don't think I need to do something different than that for this series. Yeah, I think we can just have a bunch of 4K drives. And, if we have more than 4,000 of an item, then it starts taking up another drive. Big one, right? I don't think that that's a big deal. Applied Energistics, I've always felt like 4K drives are like the perfect, use for all things, right? For now, though, Plenty signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time with some Applied Energistics. As a reminder, we're also going to check out AE2 Bridge, because I do not want to rip out my entire auto-crafting system of logistics pipes and replace it with Applied Energistics. That would be horrible. So I want to make sure that they work together nicely. So we're going to have to a little experimenting with that. All right, guys, take it easy.